Hi everyone. So here we are continuing our discussion for the preparation of phenols, and this will be our last reaction that we'll be discussing under this heading. Okay, this is the last method of preparation of phenols that we are discussing. So the preparation is the from the cumene. It's a commercial process which is used for the preparation of the phenol on a very large scale. Okay, cumene is actually isopropyl benzene. Okay, isopropyl benzene looks something like this is benzene which is attached to the propyl group. This is isopropyl benzene. Okay, we call it as cumene. Okay, this is cumene, and also chemically it is the isopropyl benzene. It's a hydrocarbon and it's used for the manufacturing of phenol on a large scale. So actually the cumene process, in cumene process we oxidize this cumene in presence of oxygen. Okay, this is oxidized with oxygen, and in this reaction we get two products. It's converted into phenol as well as to the acetone. Okay, in the first step we get a intermediate product, that is cumene hydroperoxide. That is cumene hydroperoxide, which looks like this is cumene hydroperoxide. Okay, so this is the intermediate product that is obtained in this reaction. On treatment of this product with the acid, we get the phenol, and with in addition to this we get acetone. Okay, we get acetone. Both of these products are commercially very important, and they are produced in a very good yield. Okay, in this reaction. So we are starting the reaction from cumene, and this cumene can be made, and this can be prepared by the Friedel-Crafts alkylation. If we react a benzene, if we take benzene and it and react with a propene or propylene, it's also called as propylene. Okay, and the IUPAC name is propene. And when we react these two entities, the benzene and the propene, so the reaction is actually Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction. From this reaction we get this cumene. Okay, and the cumene further we this is proceeded oxidized. Okay, this cumene is oxidized with oxygen, and we get this intermediate product. Let's name it A, and the main product of this reaction is the phenol, and we also get the acetone as a product in good yield. Okay, so we are starting with two easily available and cheap starting materials, and we get two very important two products from the reaction. Okay, so now let's discuss the mechanism of this reaction. So mechanism is a little bit typical. We have to keep a very good watch on the mechanism. Okay, so that we understand. The first steps of the reaction is actually the free radical mechanism. Okay, this is the free radical mechanism. So what happens, we are doing this reaction in presence of light. We are using light, okay, as we can say the catalyst in this reaction. We are using light. So when we put light on isopropyl benzene, so what happens, there is the homolytic cleavage of this carbon and hydrogen bond. Okay, this carbon and hydrogen bond, this breaks homolytically, and we get two radicals. One is isopropyl benzene radical and a hydrogen radical in this reaction. And similarly, when we are taking the oxygen molecule, this is O2 oxygen molecule, it again breaks homolytically, and one of the double bonds breaks, pi bond breaks, and both of the oxygens take their electron, and we get again the radical, oxygen radical. Okay, so what happens, we have shown this is not the actual mechanism that we have shown by these arrows, but for the understanding we are showing that the one of the oxygens is attached with this free radical, that's isopropyl benzene free radical, and another, the hydrogen free radical, is attached to the another oxygen, and we get this intermediate. Okay, this intermediate we are getting in this reaction. Okay, this is isopropyl benzene peroxide. Okay, isopropyl benzene peroxide. This is the intermediate product that we are getting in this in this reaction. So this, what we are showing with these arrows, this is not the actual mechanism. Actually what happens, this isopropyl benzene radical abstracts the proton from another isopropyl benzene molecule, okay, and one more isopropyl benzene free radicals formed, that we are not showing here. We are just for the understanding showing that these how the attachment of these two entities take place, okay, and we get the isopropyl benzene in this. And this is the same cumene hydroperoxide, okay, peroxide, which is the intermediate. So the reaction proceeds from this particular intermediate product, and now from this step onwards, there is no free radical mechanism. The general mechanism takes place. So what happens, the oxygen, the lone pair of this oxygen abstracts the proton from the acid, and what happens, there is the formation of this hydronium ion, okay. So what happens, this unstable and a good leaving group, and it leaves as water, and we get this intermediate product here, okay. So this is unstable product here. So for the stability, what happens, there is a methyl shift. This methyl shifts, to the oxygen, okay. This methyl shifts to this oxygen, and this is the sorry, not methyl, this is phenyl shift. This is the phenyl group, okay. This is the phenyl group. This shifts to the oxygen, and what we get in this reaction is something like this, okay. Now the carbon, the benzene ring is directly attached to the oxygen, and we have obtained this carbocation in the reaction, okay. For the ease and convenience, we are representing this structure by this drawing, okay. So this is phenyl group, which represents this part of the product, and this is the oxygen, this is this carbon, and the two methyl groups we have shown as, and in the expanded form. Now what happens in the next step, that we have a plenty of water present in the reaction, so it attacks at this positive charge at this carbocation, okay, and we get another intermediate product in this reaction. Now we have this is not the arrow, this is actually this hydrogen breaks and stabilizes this positive charge, because now the positive charge on this oxygen makes this entity very unstable. So to stabilize this, the electron pair of between this oxygen hydrogen bond is shifted towards the oxygen, and again we get an intermediate product like this, okay. So what happens in the next step, the another oxygen hydrogen bond shifts towards between the carbon and oxygen, and a double bond is created between the carbon and oxygen, making a more stable product, okay. And this carbon oxygen bond breaks, and actually there is a negative charge on the oxygen that we have shown in the single step, and this proton is transferred to this oxygen. As a result, we get phenol. This is phenol, PHOH, which can be represented by this, and this is the ketone that we are getting, that is acetone. In this is the acetone, okay. This is ketone, and this particular ketone is acetone that we are getting in this reaction, and this is the phenol, which is the product of the reaction. So the reaction mechanism is very important. We have to understand this reaction. There are lots of questions that are being framed or based on this particular reaction, okay. So in the upcoming videos, we'll be discussing some other important aspects of on the isopropyl, what to call as a this